Michael Jackson versus Beyonce. Who's really the greatest of all time? Who is the GOAT?
Right. Michael Eric Dyson wrote an essay, and he basically said that Beyonce has snatched. Look at the audience; they're debating themselves up there.
Just get on your phones and vote.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think it's close. I mean, I don't think it's close. I think
Michael Jackson, right?
Michael is the king of pop, as Michael Jordan is the king of basketball.
Right.
Beyonce is great. Beyonce is great. She's fantastic.
And we love the Beehive. Don't start writing us.
But But for me, it's not. Michael Jordan over LeBron is easy for me too.
Well, hold on.
Generational thing. Oh, it is. LeBron is great. LeBron is close number 2, but Michael Jordan for me.
You looking at me. I don't want the Beehive coming after me, but I have to tell you, when I look at all that, I mean, and I love Beyonce. I love the fact that she is this young woman who, with her parents, decided to take control of her business. But her predecessor is Michael Jackson.
Right.
Michael Jackson, when we went to his funeral in California, and as we were riding there, my brother Yusef turned around and he said, you know what? No one gave him this crown. It gives me chills. He said he took it. Because he's the one who had to claim and proclaim, I am the king of pop. I've sold 1 billion records in my lifetime.
Right.
1 billion.
Right.
And I've done the Chitlin circuit. I've done everything. I've hopped through every hoop. I am the greatest of all time. Give it to him and may he rest in power and peace.
Right. What do you think? I got to ask you, since we're talking about him, because there's a new documentary coming out. I believe it's on HBO.
I'm not going to watch that.
You're not going to watch it? Yeah,
I'm not sure what the title is, but it is going to have some explosive allegations.
Yes, Surviving Neverland.
Let me tell you something. We decide whom we're going to go after. There are a lot of people whom we have excused. Now, why we will not let this man rest in peace and rest in power, I don't know. But I know this. No one could dispute the joy that he brought each one of us in our lives. You can't dispute that. Now, people have their issues, but when you start digging in people's lives, you're going to be disappointed in a lot of folks. So let's just let his art live. Let him be who he is. I love Michael. I love you. I love you. And I don't have to love Michael and not like Beyonce. I don't like that. To me,
that's the same thing. Listen, I love LeBron. I think what LeBron is doing off of the basketball.
You got to
For real. I think you can love them both.
He's got
you can love them both. I love them both.
Yeah.
When it comes to the king, if you want to say the king.
No, do you think it's a generational thing, though? Do you think?
Yes.
It could be.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be. But I don't know. I mean, we're still, I think, well, I wasn't here during the Michael Jordan era.
But you saw it plenty against Magic.
I did see plenty against Magic.
I was about to ask her, were you alive?
I was on the West Coast at the Forum watching Magic and Kareem and Word and Byron Scott. Yeah, sorry.
Showtime.
Listen, I've been here a long time now. I'm a convert. I'm a convert.
That's right.
Showtime.
But I do think LeBron has snuck up on Michael Jordan. Can I say that at least?
Yeah, for sure.
No? You guys are saying he's not even close?
No. You know what? I think
Is he not close?
You know what? I will say this. You had to be, but you know, for those of us who, I grew up in Chicago, right? Now you know, God bless the Bulls. It was hard living here in Chicago with those Bulls in the 70s and the 80s. It was hard. And then Michael Jordan, through the sheer force of his will, his work ethic. I mean, this is a guy who didn't make the varsity basketball team, right?
Yes.
This is someone who lifted a whole team and a city and a nation and, now, to be fair, LeBron, with what he's doing with education,
what he's doing off the court is
appreciate
amazing.
that. But I just have to put everybody in their context. And, you know, again, these false comparisons for me, I'm like, why don't you let everybody be great? How about that?
How about that?
Yeah. There you go. Well,
It makes for a fun conversation.
Yes, it does.
On the other MJ debate, Michael Jackson ran away with that one, 92%.
Love you, babe.
Do we have time for one more? Okay, we got to do this quick, but I want your opinion on this. Senator Kamala Harris receiving criticism on social media, is talking about possibly running for president. People coming in to question her blackness because she is married to a white man.
People need to chill out.
Right, she was defending this on the Breakfast Club radio show. What are your thoughts on this, Santita?
Kamala Harris, fellow Bison. Hello, Howard University in the house.
Hey!
Yeah, she's a year behind me. But you know, the fact is, I think that you love who you love.
Yep.
And one of the things that we have to be very careful of for African American women who are least likely to marry outside of our race than anybody, there is a history that accompanies this. I mean, my grandmother, my father's mother, would not look at roots. She said, do you think I want to be reminded why I look the way that I do? No.
So she wouldn't even watch it.
No, because black women have never had agency over our bodies. And we have been abused.
Right, right.
So I think the reflex is to say, number one, you don't want to see someone as beautiful and as qualified and just as brilliant as Kamala be taken advantage of. I think that she found someone, she makes good sense. She found someone who supports her, who loves her. I had the opportunity to go to prom with two black guys and two guys who were not black. I asked my father and mother, what do you think? Their response was, my father, you made some great decisions. The first thing I want to make sure that you do is go with someone who is going to respect you and care for you. That to me is the baseline, someone who's going to help me to become the best person I can be. I'm so happy for Serena Williams. I want her to stay right there. I want anyone who's in a loving relationship to be right there. Drop the mic.
Big thanks to Santita Jackson.